country mill. We have 120 acres. About 35 of that is apples. Of that, there's some that are organic apples we graze. We also do about 25 acres of pumpkins, about 25 acres of sweet corn and field corn, depending on the year. It's a mix. And also peaches and blueberries. And we love growing fruits and vegetables, but as a marketer, we realize it's about your customers. And our customers were asking more for the farm experience, not only during the fall, but also during special events like weddings. So like any farm, we have a lot of old barns. And as we started looking at things, we had a couple options. We could build brand new, or we could use what we had to its fullest potential. And so that's what we started to do. We looked at our older buildings, and we, like this building, we redid the inside, we did new insulation, and we made it better. Not only for our harvest season, but also for year-round use. And the same with an old granary we had that was used to be filled with collectibles. And we all have those places on our farms that you just put stuff in that building because you don't use it. It had not been used for a productive reason for over 30 years. We took all of the collectibles out, sent them to Goodwill, and we redid the inside of that building. And now we use it as a second schoolhouse, which allows us to do more school tours in the fall. And then it's also used as our chapel. From Thanksgiving all the way through July, it's used as a small wedding chapel for 55 people. Our farm market that we're in now transforms into what we call our winery barn for wedding receptions. That allows us to do 2 wedding receptions in 2 different barns, with each have their own separate outdoor ceremony site at the same time. And then this building here has good insulation, which allows us to go ahead and use it in January. For like this year, we have a wedding, our first wedding in January. One thing that's nice about the wedding business is because these families, most of them have at least 2/3 of the guests that live within an hour or 2 hours of us. These wedding families that come here for a wedding bring 200 to 400 people at a time to our location, which then in turn allows them to know about our farm market and orchard for the harvest season. So essentially, they're advertising for us. They're letting people that live within the geographical area know what we do in the fall. And a lot of times I'll hear people come out for a wedding in June, say, hey, I didn't know this was out here. We're gonna have to come back in the fall when the peaches are ready or the apples are ready. So it's really allowed us to cut our TV and our radio advertising to 0. Our wedding business has been so popular that it is becoming burdensome just to answer all of the requests that people have. We are now booked for 2014, except for a few Sundays, and we're booking for 2015, both locations. And so the caution I have is we have to remember as a farm family that we have to not bite off more than you can chew, and you have to make sure that you're only doing the things that you can handle and make it work for you. The farm works for you, you don't work for the farm.